Hi and welcome back to Penguin's View. Did monsoon rains last time. This time we're going to be doing driving in Thailand. Quite an experience, I can assure you. Now, lucky for me, I'm a British person, so I drive on the same side of the road as they do here in Thailand, so that's quite helpful. Obviously, if you're American, it's not. And a lot of other countries as well, but not my problem, is it, If you're going to be driving here, you're going to need to get a license, but we'll do that in another video. But you will need an international driver's permit that will allow you to drive up to 1 year, which is not a terrible thing. Now, when I'm talking about driving on the road, the correct side of the road, yes, Americans, we get it right. Yes. Do not expect this to be exclusive, because bicycles and motorcycles will drive on your side of the road towards you. And as far as they're concerned, it's up to you to get out of their way. You are in the wrong through driving on the right side of the road. Yeah, go figure that one. And when it comes to motorcycles here in Thailand, they are like a swarm of mosquitoes. First of all, tremendously numerous. They are all over the place. And they're just as annoying and likely to bite you too. They're supposed to wear helmets and have mirrors, but the police claim they stop them for it, but no, I'd say 60% wear helmets and probably only about 70% use mirrors. And as for indicators, they think they're Christmas twinkling fairy lights. Never trust it. No, don't trust them. Don't. No. That's a danger unto itself, as it were. Right, road signage. Now, where I come from, you've got speed signs and warning signs and this and that signs, everything. Not so much here in Thailand. Gotta say, in 13 years, I've seen less than 20 speed limit signs. I don't count the same one that I've seen more than once, So 20 different ones in 13 years. And I have travelled around the place a reasonable amount. So don't expect the road signage, but understand saying, "I'm sorry, officer, I didn't understand," is not an excuse here. They don't accept that one. You are on our roads, you must know the laws. If you don't, it's your problem. But there we are. There are basically 3 types of car driver. When I say car, pickup, van, there's 3 types of them. The first one is the one that I call I own the road. In other words, you shouldn't be on their road and you definitely have to get out of their way. Aggressive driving, oh, that's an understatement. And we're not just talking taxis here. This happens a lot with quite normal cars and stuff like that. The second type I call the timid driver. Now, you get a lot of traffic here, so queuing in traffic is nothing new. But these people, because they are timid, will not get within 1.5 car lengths of the car in front of them, making the queues worse and making other people go, oh look, there's a gap, zip, and they're in. And it becomes worse that way. Now, there are reasonable drivers that are quite courteous and not aggressive and not timid, but they're quite rare. Rocking horse manure, anybody? So there's a lot of that. I mean, when I first came here, I was like, holy moly, how the heck am I going to drive here? Because it's just incredible. But you get to learn some of the local ways, and you need to follow those local ways, because if you don't, you are going to end up as one of those timid drivers, and it's not going to work well for you. Driving here in Thailand is possible. It's not all that terrible. Be careful with buses and big trucks, because they'll flash their indicator, if at all that is. They'll flash it once, maybe twice, and then they'll pull over whether you're there or not. Yeah, on a long distance that can happen quite often and be a bit scary, Mary, if you ask me. Anyway, so hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea. If you're coming here on holiday, unless you really have to, don't do it. And for goodness sake, don't hire a motorcycle, because they won't give you a helmet or anything like that. And there can be scams that way as well. So be very careful. Anyway, that's me for now. Another one soon. I think the next one is probably going to be the driving license, how to get that. It's not terribly difficult, but it has its, how to put this, it has its special ways. Yeah, this is Thailand, mate. It's all good fun. Anyway, so until the next one, TTFN.